Have Manchester City already won the Premier League this season? Or are there any other title contenders in the Premier League? And ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what I'll be talking about today, because Manchester City are looking very strong at the moment. 5 points on top of the Premier League table with a game in hand. Are we sure that they're playing the same amount of games as everyone else? And it is going to be very tricky for any other team to catch up, especially considering Manchester United just don't seem to know how to hold on to a lead. And Liverpool, look, I don't like to point fingers, but Alisson specifically literally gave Liverpool the win in that game. It was a shocking performance, and Manchester City are looking so strong at the moment. But before we go on any further, let me not be rude. Hey everyone, my name is Finn with your regular football news, and if that sounds good to you, I am trying to hit 900 subscribers at the end of the month, at the end of February. So please, if you're not subscribed and you like regular football content, please do consider subscribing. I would love to reach that goal, along with hitting that like button to tell, hey, YouTube, this guy had some pretty good content. You should share it to more people. So I would really appreciate that. But one thing I don't appreciate, Manchester City really getting such a good lead on top of the Premier League table. And that just shows how insane this Premier League season as a whole has been. I mean, a month ago, it looked like 5 different teams could win the Premier League this season. It is that insane, and Manchester City, unfortunately, are looking so good at the moment. That game versus Liverpool, they were miles ahead of Liverpool. And look, I would like to say it's a close contest, but it definitely was not, especially once Manchester City put Jesus up front. Once they had a striker on, the whole dynamics of the game changed, because obviously you could move Phil Foden to more of a wide position, which he works well in. And unfortunately, Liverpool, I do feel somewhat sorry for them, and you don't hear Manchester United fans say that quite often. And by the way, guys, I do see it is blue in the background. Make it red. Make it red. Yes, Manchester will always be red. Please, it must be red once again. It just genuinely upsets me that Manchester City have taken such a lead, such a comfortable win versus such a top rival like Liverpool. And Liverpool did not look like the better team in any aspect of that game. The only goal they had was a penalty, which I'm not going to beat around the bush too much. That dive by Mo Salah was an Olympic diver's wet dream. Saying that, Olympic diving, all their dreams are probably at least somewhat wet, and I do mean that in an appropriate sense. But Liverpool did not look good, and especially, I've said this throughout their whole season, and trust me, Liverpool fans have said it too. With all their main defenders injured, they are hopeless. Playing Henderson and Fabinho at the back. Now, they are good players, but they need to be in the midfield position. So now, essentially, moving your best midfielders to the back, you're pretty much missing your best defenders and midfielders by doing that. And by doing that, a team like Manchester City just had to capitalize. They were the better team by every single level. I can't say that there was one player from Liverpool that really shone, in my opinion. And now, do I think Liverpool are out of the title race? Yes, I think 100% Liverpool are out of the title race. I can't see them catching up. Attacking wise, they've been okay, obviously not at home this season. Defensively, obviously not looking very good, and Alisson had a horrible game versus Man City. 3-4 mistakes, which, look, every goalkeeper, every top goalkeeper in the world has a few games like that on their CV. Unfortunately, that was Alisson's. I still think he's a fantastic goalkeeper, just had a really, really bad game. So hopefully he can recover from that and not be too shocked about that. Now, of course, the main contenders in the Premier League, other than Man City, would be Man United. Now, obviously, as you guys can see, I am a Manchester United fan. Always will be, Red Devil till I die. But do I think Manchester United can catch up to Manchester City? I'm not 100% convinced. I mean, we absolutely blew that lead versus Everton. 2-0 ahead at half time, and you draw it 3-3. Defensively, Manchester United was shocking, and I'm tired of this Manchester United mentality that we've had for years, where we'll either be playing against an easy team or we'll be ahead at half time and we'll lose points by the end of the game because we think, you know what, we've got this in the bag. No. Play until the 90 minutes. You have not won the game until the end of the 90 minutes. Don't start to relax yet. defensively, Manchester United still have way too many problems. I think our attacking ability from almost 11 players on the pitch, well, maybe not quite David De Gea, but majority of our players have really picked up. But defensively, we need to defend better as a team. I'm not sure Manchester United are still in this title race. I mean, potentially we've got quite a few easy games this season that we could potentially do, especially because we don't have Champions League. Yay. Means that we get to play some of our strongest players throughout the Premier League this season. Now, talking about Manchester City's point of view, do I think that they will lose points in upcoming games? I think it is really, really possible because coming up, sorry, I'm just going to look at my phone because I can't keep everything up there, believe it or not. Tottenham Hotspurs is their next game in the Premier League, followed by Everton, Arsenal, a Champions League game versus Mönchengladbach, West Ham, Manchester United. I think Manchester City could really lose points in those games. Those are a lot of really high-profile games that's going to cause Manchester City to be really, really tired and possibly lose points. I think most definitely. But at the end of the day, are they going to lose 8-9 points? Probably not, and saying that also implies that the other teams, the Liverpool, the Leicesters, the Manchester United, need to win all those other games. I think Manchester City are going to hold on to their lead. I don't think they're going to lose all those points, and at the end of the day, they've got that squad depth in their team. They don't even have Kevin De Bruyne at the moment, but Phil Foden has stepped up. Gundogan has genuinely become pretty much Man City's unsung hero this season, and I want to ask you guys, who do you guys think will be the Premier League player of the season come the end of the season? Do you think it'll be someone like Gundogan, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Kane, maybe even a defender like Stones or Ruben Dias? I'm interested to see your opinion on the matter. But as I was saying, as a team as a whole, the depth in this Manchester City team will carry them through the end. And I said that 2-3 seasons ago when Manchester City won 2 leagues in a row, how unstoppable they looked because of that. And defensively, they look so rock solid. What was that game before that? Like 13 clean sheets in 14 games? That is unstoppable. Ruben Dias in that team with John Stones looks unstoppable. That's not even with Laporte. That is so insane to think about. Manchester City looks so incredibly difficult to obviously break apart defensively. And I guess if talking about title contenders, I do have to talk about Liverpool, about Leicester City, to some extent. And do I think they're in the race? Yes, they are in the top 3, top 4, but I don't think that they'll win it. They've had a lot of really good games this season, but I don't think that they are as high as they are on the table because they've been fantastic this season. I just think they've probably been the most consistent team in the Premier League, in my opinion. They've had no bad patches from what I've seen this Premier League season. They've been pretty consistent, and because of that, they've gained lots of valuable points, but they haven't had any really bad patches. That's why they're not lower on the table. What the hell is a table, Finn? That is why they are not lower down on the table. As I said, Leicester City good, but not necessarily great. That's why they won't win the Premier League this season. And in terms of title contenders, that's probably it. West Ham United, good, but not winning the Premier League good this season. Chelsea, obviously, Thomas Tuchel looking pretty good at the moment, but very early days and going to be very, very difficult. I think Manchester City have pretty much got this on lock. Unfortunately, I do think Manchester City will win the Premier League. They are the best team in the Premier League at the moment. They look so unstoppable under a fantastic manager like Pep Guardiola, which can we just remember beginning of the Premier League season where people actually wanted Pep Guardiola to be sacked from Manchester City. That is just a lesson that it is not over until it is over, which is my mentality with YouTube, of course. It is not over until it is over. I would still love to reach 900 subscribers by the end of February, so please do make that dream come true, ladies and gentlemen, along with hitting that like button down below, because that will be the end of today's video. Put your opinion on the matter down in the comment section down below. I'll of course see all you beautiful people in the next video. Like, subscribe, all the typical YouTuber stuff. Stay awesome. Finn, FYNN, love and appreciate every single one of you. Oh, I just wish Manchester was red once more. A man can dream. Cheers.